There's sort of this debate going on in the country and within Christian evangelicalism over what it means to be pro-life. So the historic view of the pro-life position is that it's always wrong to intentionally kill innocent human beings. Abortion does that, therefore abortion is wrong. And so we're not going to divert our time, our resources, our funding towards chasing every other extension of justice or solving every other form of societal ills. Now, this would be the whole life or consistent life ethic. Maybe you're familiar with that. It says something like, and this is where you hear people say, you're not really pro-life unless A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And usually they fill in a bunch of leftist virtues from a leftist worldview. They'll say, well, you can't actually oppose killing children in the womb unless you support open borders, universal healthcare, universal basic income. You say America is systemically racist and you're focusing on solving poverty.
Let me say what I've heard in pro-life work. It's you're not really pro-life. All you care about is the baby. You don't care about the mom. You don't care about the life after and the story that she was born in. Keep going.
Yeah, and I'll get to why that's false. But the first thing I like to point out is that even if that were true, that's a heck of a lot better position than their position, right? So they call us pro-birth, right? They say, you don't care about the baby after it's born. You just want to see it be born. Again, I'm going to get to why that's false, but isn't that better than your position, which is that we can kill them through all 9 months of pregnancy for any reason or no reason at all? So even if I didn't adopt personal responsibility to care for the quality of the life of the child after it's born, that's a much better position in a moral hierarchy than your position. So I like to put it right back to them. But it's just patently false, right? According to Pregnancy Help News, there are at least twice as many pregnancy resource centers as abortion clinics, at least twice. Some people think even more. And the vast majority of these pregnancy resource centers, which you're very familiar with, Paul, because of your background, provide a whole cornucopia of care and services for the mother, the child, the father, before and after birth. They offer counseling and parenting classes, free diapers, free baby boutique clothes, sometimes even food and housing. So it's just patently false. And then, of course, the Catholic Church, which is, the biggest religious institution within the pro-life movement, does a very good job caring for quality of life for people after they're born. So this debate is actually very dangerous because what it does is it tells pro-lifers that if they want to live up to their position, they have to do more, meaning that their pro-life beliefs must apply to more than just abortion. And I love to say, really, so I guess the American Cancer Society isn't really anti-cancer because they only focus on solving one disease and not many. I guess Frederick Douglass and Abraham Lincoln weren't really anti-slavery because they only tried to abolish one form of evil, those bigots. This is scandalous, right? No other movement or organization gets this critique. It's only pro-lifers. So that leaves me with this conclusion, that I don't think they are, as Hadley Arcus once said, possessed of a lively sense that there are real human beings getting killed in these surgeries. Because if they were, they wouldn't be trying to divert personnel, time, and funding away from a movement that's already underfunded and understaffed to pursue every other extension of justice. We in our personal lives as Christians believe, as Scott Klusendorf wonderfully says, have a broad and inclusive ethic to love our neighbors. And in our personal lives, we must do that if we're obeying Scripture. But that doesn't mean that the movement committed to restoring personhood to preborn image bearers and preventing their dismemberment must care for other people or apply their beliefs to more than just abortion.